Hello and welcome back to 3 Martini Lodge plays Kerbal Space Program. I am 3 Martini Lodge and I am playing Kerbal Space Program. In this episode I'm continuing my march through the tech tree. This is episode 9, I believe. If you recall, in the last episode I didn't get much, but I got what I wanted. I got the Rockomax mainsail engines, and I got this large Clampetron Senior docking port. Anyways, let's take a look at what I'm going to launch today. Oh, yeah, spoiler alert. Already launched it and done much of the missions. You probably saw it there on the Kerbal alarm clock. Oh, and we don't need this up here. That's a spoiler from something else. So what I'm launching is, let's see, what am I launching? Mission 3B to Duna. There we go. I'm sorry, 8B. Mission 8 on episode 9. I think it's episode 9. Episode 9? Yeah, well, whatever. Anyways, let's get up here to the top. I've got somebody wanted to see some landers and probes around Duna, or some rovers. So I got a couple of rovers here, and I got a lander, and I got some probes that are going to go around Duna. This is going to be a pretty exciting mission. Also, going to Duna, we got one of those, what are those things called again? Mobile processing labs. And then, all the stuff to hold it together and get it to launch. I had a tough time getting this one up. I had to add some extra fuel to my normal lifter, and I got these extra brackets holding it together. But, I'm sure it'll do a fine job. Anyways, I'm also launching a mission to Eve. I think that was 8A, if my memory serves. Not Eve. Nope, it's the Moho flyby. And this is completely automated, and it's just going to fly by Moho and hopefully come back to Kerbin. And again, we got a big old lift around there, probably bigger than it needs to be. It's going to just fly by and do some science, some high altitude, low altitude, come on back and land. That's the hopes for this one, just to get a little bit of science. Moho should be pretty quick to get there, pretty quick to get back. So anyways, let's get out. I think I'm going to be first start the launching of the Duna mission. I forgot what the alarm clock said, but in any event, I've already spilled the beans. I've already done the mission. I actually haven't come back yet. They're still in orbit around Duna, around Duna and Moho. But well, let's get out of the launch pad to see how things go. And here we are in the launch pad, and it's a pretty unremarkable launch. You can see me gaining altitude. Now, I do want to apologize for how long it's been from this, since the last video to this video. I'm actually I'm starting the process of moving, and it's going to be taking a lot of my time, so we're probably going to see a lot of delays over the next 3 to 4 weeks. Anyways, I do manage to eventually get up into orbit and circularize, but you've all seen me do that before. And this is the Duna mission, and I thought I'd do this part in real time. I'm going to go ahead and select Duna as my target, and I'm going to set up a maneuver node somewhere on the dark side. It doesn't really matter, and you'll see why in a moment. And I like to, the experience has told me it's about 1,050 plus or minus 1,050 delta V to get to Duna, so I go ahead and pull that out to about 1,050. And then you can see that, I don't know if that's called ejection angle or what, but that angle I'm going to fling off from Kerbin should be, straight ahead on Kerbin's orbit, exactly prograde. So I happen to get lucky on that one. And you can see right there that by putting it straight forward and having about 1050, I got myself very close to an encounter. And I'm going to use precision mode to zero it in, but you can certainly use the tuggies to do that. And I understand in the 0.23.5 release that actually came out today, and I haven't seen it yet because I'm editing video. You can use the scroll wheel on the tuggies for a fine adjustment. But we can get precise note. It's awesome. And again, just like this, look at this. I'm zeroing in. I'm still in Kerbin's sphere of influence, and I'm zeroing in this closely. And needless to say, I get it pretty darn close. And go ahead and set up the burn. And burn. And this is where I probably should cut away. Come on, cut away. Now maybe I'll try my cigar here. Today, by the way, I'm smoking. Cripes, I need those glasses. Now, I'm smoking a La Floridita Premium. I don't know if that's a Maduro or what. The wrapper is almost black. It's pretty tasty. It's this one is probably a Toro. I'll call it a 6x50. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, I got done with my maneuver node. Let's see what kind of damage he did. Let's go ahead and tab over to Duna and zoom in. Well, not quite the maneuver the encounter I'd set up, but you got to figure the burn is going to take. I forgot to look there, but I'm sure it was between 7 and 10 minutes. You're not going to get that precise from that far away. So that's the fact that I'm still have an encounter with Duna is impressive enough. So I'm going to go ahead and again we're in real time here. I probably should have sped this portion of it up. Anyways, I'm going to set my alarm clock to go off 10 seconds before I exit Kerbin's sphere of influence. And then hit, the dot to warp up as fast as I can. Come on, faster, faster. And I see this quite a bit. You'll see the little circle there for the sphere of influence thing. It is going to disappear. Ooh, and then it kind of just changes the appearance of your whole trajectory. And I think I was waiting for something to happen here, but I'm zoomed in too close to my spaceship. I'm not going to see anything. I'm not going to see anything happen. So I'm going to wait and continue to talk and use words so people stay interested. And okay, go on, zoom out. Okay, zoom out. Okay, there you go. And we're going to set up another maneuver node. This one just a few hours out. And go ahead and tab back over to Duna. And again, the idea is just to bring that in a little closer. Again, I'm just a few hours out from Kerbin. And again, I'm going to use this precise node. And when not too far, let's try it the other way. There we go. There we go. And it's really amazing what you can do with this tool. Again, if you're really good pulling those tuggies, you don't need a tool like this. You can just do it pulling on those tuggy things on the end of the maneuver node. But you can see even out from this far, and this burn is going to be more like 17 meters per second. So this is going to be a lot more precise burn. Anyway, from this far out, I'm going to drop it into I think like around 125,000 meters or something like that from Kerbin. Or from Duna, just a few hours out from Kerbin. What do we got there? 145,000 meters. I think I'm going to take that. And then here's the actual burn taking place. And you can see that the orange one is my projected trajectory after passing the sphere of influence. And boom, right there at 138,000 meters. Not bad. And then I've got the Moho Explorer to launch, and it goes up. Yeah, same thing. I go ahead and drop off some tanks and drop off some more tanks, and let's get into there we go. Just get into orbit at 125,000 meters and burn. And the reason I go 125,000 meters, you can see there, I'm pointing almost like 30 degrees towards the planet. If I were any lower altitude, I might scrape the atmosphere going down. As it is actually past probably 120 kilometers from the planet. Anyways, zipping on into Moho and doing a burn to I've just littered up space. No, I think he's got some RCS on. He might be able to unlitter himself. Anyways, back to the Duna mission. And I dropped that down to 29,000. Let's go closer. I like to go about 12 and a half coming in from interplanetary space. And it starts burning up, and I'm going to do some burning up science. Catch it on fire. Okay, there's plenty of fire. Move on to the next part. and bringing that orbit down and down and down. Actually, I think I made 2 or 3 laps around there, so that probably wasn't the exact one. Anyways, I circularize at 50 kilometers. And let's get that rover off of there. There we go. You can see I've got those satellites there on the end of the I wound up launching them, but I edited out all the video. They're on the cutting room floor. Anyways, chutes partially deploy, and I go ahead and do the rockets. I don't have a drogue chute on this, so I want to make sure that I'm not going. Okay, careful. I want to make sure that I'm not going so fast as to rip the little rover apart. So I slow down, and you can see it down to 130 meters per second, 100 meters per second. Oh, and I think I got it down just in time. And here we are landing on the surface, and I hope that jerkiness comes out in post-production there, or when I rendered the video. That was pretty jerky. Anyways, got a little electronic rover, a robotic rover on the surface there, and it's just for show. It's got all the scientific instruments, but I'm not going to do any broadcasting back of science from here. I got people landing for that. But oh wait, we're not landed on Duna. We're going to Eichenland, and there. I went ahead and cut off most of the journey. The video is getting to be a little long, which reminds me my timer just turned off. Let's see if I can. There we go. Turn that back on. Oh, okay, we're getting pretty close there. And I think I smushed the rover. I brought another little rover down. And oh, he's got a flat tire. Oh, poor little guy. Let's get somebody out. Okay, do some science. More science. Get the temperature. Check the seismometer. And go ahead and collect all that stuff up. And each of these only has one biome. But remember, you got the surface, and on Duna you have the atmosphere. You got low orbit, high orbit, and then you got temperature. You got seismometer. You got barometer. There's lots of science to be had here. You can take some surface samples for Mike, and then go ahead and get back in the capsule. And the other guy gets out, and because he's the mechanic, he's going to come on out and check out that flat tire. There we go. That's taken care of. Now we can go back inside. Yeah, this isn't a rover for. There you go. Switch to docking mode. And yeah, okay. Proof of concept. And again, it's got all the scientific instruments on there, but it's not going to use them. Because again, I just picked up all the science. There's no reason for me to broadcast science. And then I go ahead and come on back down to Duna. We rendezvous with the science processing, mobile processing lab or whatever. Go ahead and dock with it. And I transfer, science around, transfer some fuel around, and then it's time to head off again. This time we are going to land on Duna. So get away from the processing unit there. And there we go. The drogue chutes partially deploy. And then, just missed it. They just fully deployed, and then I also launched the normal chutes. And everyone comes down. Okay, what's that? 3 meters per second, 2.5. Nice, sweet landing. And then come on out. Oh, yeah, sorry, we got to do all the science. Is it all done? Come on out. No more science. And pick up all the science. This time we got all 3 of those gizmos collecting science for me. This is probably going to be pretty profitable. Not nearly as profitable as Minmus was, I'm sure, but nonetheless, some pretty good stuff. Let's go ahead and plant a flag. Samples from Duna's surface. And get back in. No, that's right. Fix those parachutes. Ooh, Duna. Cold, distant, like your mom. Oh, well, wait, that was a different video. Anyways, there's a little bit of jerkiness. I hope that renders out. Anyways, I must have picked the most boring place on Duna to land. And there we are. Ooh, very cinematic. Come on, let's take off. There we go. We take off. We rendezvous. And we dock. Now you can see I've got some other launch windows coming up. I don't think I'm going to be sending anyone to Eve or Jewel just yet. I want these 2 missions to come home and get the science from it. Also, the 0.23.5 update came out. I haven't played it yet. It came out while I was editing this video, so I want to see what that does to my game. Anyways, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. I'm up to 17 subscribers, more than 2,000 views between my videos. It's going awesome so far. Thank you very much, and good night, everybody. And you too, Mrs. Miller.